Hello, welcome to Nezo's Bad Shop. I'm your host, Nezo, and you're looking at something very cool and unique, which is somewhat of a collector's item. The body, not so much, but what is underneath, yes. This is a Just Rolled in the Shop series video, and yeah, this one is a special edition because it features a couple of cool and unique things I got in a recent trade deal. And those are always fun, so I'm gonna plug into those, and you can see a couple of things off to the side of the shot here, and there's a couple other things behind me I'm gonna, bring into shot. But yes, this was from my buddy Brandon of Team WolfpackRC, and let's just dive into it. First, there's a drift car. Yes, that does say Bad Shop on it, because it was part of that. It was part of Bad Shop back in the day, and this was part of the Cosmo RC track days. This car used to run out a lot. The aluminum wheels are mostly for show, and as you can see, this car hasn't run in a bit because the wheels are tight. No problem, can be tuned and all that. And underneath it, you see a very nice custom aluminum trailer. The trailer was also done by a Wolfpack RC member, T-Brad, or T-Brad Fab, I mean. If you've seen the 4-car hauler video and that in other videos of mine at shows and stuff, same guy made this. And yeah, the whole hitch front area, it's all welded and it's mint, and this diamond plated box, which is a really nice scale touch, and oh, it opens very scale. Yes, and there's tow hooks here, and you see this wood? This is real tobacco wood, legit. So it's a nice trailer, double wheel fender there and everything. So yeah, that's that. But the trailer's really nice, and that hooks up to that truck on that hitch. So we'll get into that in a second. But here I'm gonna pop the body off this vehicle because this is a drift car, and I wanted to start with the drift car. So come off. Yes, got it. So I'm just gonna move that out of the way temporarily. And what you see is a Sakura D4 Pink Edition. It's a pinky build. And this one's, yeah, pretty special and does need some tuning to get running nicely. As you can see, it's a little bit, there's a little bit of play going on and stuff, but this car's sat for some time, so it does need some refreshing and cleaning up of the solders and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, OMG electronics installed, all silver coreless servo, the older MST servo saver. But it's a pinky build. There's Usukani pink up front, knuckles lower arms, the 3 racing shocks. There was a pink slide rack to go in this, I know that because I have it. It's an Usukani chassis, I believe, the chassis plate. 3 racing pink battery mounts, Usukani rear gear diff drive, which was, that worked pretty good, I think, for a while back in the day, but didn't stand up to boost too long. Can't remember if it did or not, but we didn't boost these cars too much, but we kind of did. And this also features a rear camber mixing from 3 Racing and the rear cantilever from 3 Racing, amongst some other pink 3 Racing upgrades. And yes, quite a nice build. So this was a, oh, and pink stealth mounts, as you can see here. The magnet mounts, Usukani front bumper. Yeah, so this was a nice build. And yeah, it was during all of our wild Sakura D4 builds. This car was also, I believe, assembled by Leo, who is now on Team Hit and Run, but he was building lots of stuff because he used to own Cosmo RC, and he was building all kinds of cars and help people build some wild machines, and this was one of them. So that's that. So I'm going to get this running, and I'm going to feature it in a Classic Fantastic because I'm pretty sure it'll be a plug and play once I put a receiver in it. And I'll get to film it and see how it drives, but I will have to, yeah, just get the wheels figured out and stuff, but otherwise, no, it should be good. There was a good amount of drivability before. I remember it was a pretty good driver, but I can't remember what state of tune the car was in the last time it drove. Don't remember, it was so long ago. We're talking like 2016, 2017, I believe, so let me move that car out of the way. Where can I put that car? I'll just put it here. Yeah. I'm going to feature a couple of bodies real quick before I get into the truck that you see up there. First one being this Lamborghini. Hold on, let me move that. So we'll put this a little sideways. Oops, so we got a nice display here. This, it's a Lambo, and crucially, it's a Countach. Really nice, eh? This is a Tamiya Countach. There's the Tamiya mode line. But yeah, I remember when my buddy Brandon from Wolfpack built this Lamborghini body and put it on a car and took some pictures. It broke our local groups because people were like, "Where'd you find this?" And then other people found out, "Where'd you get it?" Doesn't it? He found it somewhere, I think on eBay, and that was that, and built it up. And now I have it, so I'm not sure whether I want to run it or leave it on the shelf. But it has pre-drilled holes in it. That was from the factory, so yeah, there was that. And there are marks on the side of the door and stuff on both sides, so it has been run before. So I probably will run it. It does look pretty sick, but it is a Tamiya collector. It is the vintage style part number now, I believe, the discontinued part number. So there's that. That was pretty swank. There's this body, which I've already owned at least once or twice. This is a Boss S14, and this was painted by Main Prize RC, which is he's part of Wolfpack as well. And yeah, this is one of Mike's. Mike, I think it was? Yes, one of Mike's crazy builds in terms of the paint and stuff. And this one did have the rear diffuser all done out with some scale exhausts on the rear. Looks really nice. I'll probably run this because this was already run on a car. There it is, Wolfpack. This was already run post, and this did have a whole retractable cloth roof, but that's been moved to another vehicle. But it is, yeah, it was nicely finished, so we'll definitely run it on something. Had a turbo too at one point. Oops. Yeah, had a turbo. Long gone now. But yeah, a couple other bodies that I wanted to feature that I got. One of them was this one. Oof, this is the Subaru Impreza, and it's the WRX STI rally car, and it's the Acropolis Rally of Greece. Yeah, that version with the Solberg on the back. And it's a Tamiya. There's the Tamiya mold lines, but it's part of the Tamiya collection, obviously. Now this was a painted build, and Brandon painted this one himself, finished it, detailed it, and did it exactly to the box art. So this is one of these box art builds that people get into, and they just want to make it look like the box because it looks so good. And part of the collection is missing a bucket, but I have it, so that's not a big deal. It was nicely finished too. Look at that. See, Brandon used to paint some sweat back in the day, and still does, but doesn't do it as often now. But yeah, this was one of his, and this was a clear body, and it's finished by him, so that's nice, part of my collection. I don't think I'll run that. I don't think it has been run, so can't remember. It might have been, but I don't really want to run it. Sorry, I'm waving around while I look for another body here. There's this one. Oh, there's another body too downstairs I forgot as well. But it's exactly the same as this one. It's a Skyline 2000 GT, I believe that this one is. And this is one of them, the extra over fenders on it. And I have another one that's that he did as well, painted but not finished, but it is painted in white with black trim and looks pretty swank. I forgot to grab it, but it also has the wide body, I believe. So I just wanted to feature this one because it's kind of cool and old school and no holes anywhere. Yeah, it's good for stealth mounts. So there's that. And then the last drifty body is this silly 180SX, basically. Yeah, essentially you could call it, I think it's more like a SIL 80 because it's S13 front end and 180 rear end, I believe. I don't know, my brain's a little bit fuzzy at the moment, but yes, cool stickers here and there, and it has Bad Shop on it from the back in the day because this was run. There's stealth, there's magnets up front, and there was 2 post holes in the rear. But yeah, it does feature very nice light buckets. Do you see the light buckets in there? Those are D Magic, yo. Very sweat. And nice roof setup going on there. Sunroof. Oh, and yeah, this is an ABC body, I believe, based on that sticker there. And this has already been run on cars. I think it was on a Sakura. Unique hole placements there, but yeah, I don't mind drilling more holes and just covering those up. And yeah, it is a SIL 80, I believe, because there was another plate there. But yeah, check out those rear light buckets. That's D Magic, very nice, eh? D Magic light bucket. And those are hard to find now, and they're not cheap either, but they look scale as, oh, so scale. So yeah, so that's the last drift body. Let's put that over there. Now, Now, having done that, we are going to look at the truck. Now, let me get it down because it's not light. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's not light. I gotta grab it in a certain area. Oh, yes. Bam. So, there it is. Now, this is an RC four-wheel drive TF2, and it's been customized, because there's another body for it that I'll get in a second, but it has been customized underneath and upgraded with the particular upgrades you need, metal links, metal drive shafts, and those other particular stuffs you need for a good TF2. The body, however, is from a Marlin edition TF2 and has had the headlights replaced. That's another Brandon York special thing. He decided to do that. And if you ask me where these original Hilux round style headlights came from, because those don't come original with the body, come with the square ones that's on this other body, I wouldn't know where to tell you from, because he found them on eBay and the seller's long gone, and they're like, yeah, you can, good luck finding them. But they're a part of this kit, and it looks really good, especially with the Toyota logo there and the winch up front. And yeah, there's been a scale exhaust mounted there, which looks really nice. And yeah, it's got the nice lights on it. Doesn't say KC, but it looks really good. It kind of looks like the Back to the Future Hilux, but this isn't in black. And if you look inside there, you can see the man has a vape, and there's all kinds of stuff inside the interior. And if I flip the truck around, let me see if I can flip it around here without breaking my hand. Yeah, oh, falling off the trailer. Yeah, so if I flip it around, you can see in the interior there a bunch of scale items and some detailery in there. But the real crazy part comes on the chassis itself. So if I lift off the body, I just lift off the body and put it slightly over here because it's got wires on it. There's lights still connected, so we'll just do that. And I'm going to feature the other body lightly, and I've just sort of knocked off. Well, this fell off. That's very scale. That fell off. Now, what you're looking at here is a lot of rust. A lot of rust, eh? Look at all that rust. Look at all that rust. Right? You would think, hey, why are we stuck here? What did I just do? Oh, it's the perfect kickstand, really, actually. Yeah, so all this rust you see is not actual rust. It's detail, it's paint, even on the rear axle. So, yeah, that's not actual rust, it's just painted detail. Now I'm going to lower the truck back down. Excuse me. And show you just the rear end, other than the bumper stickers. The rear end, see that? Look, scale brake lines and stuff, that's very cool. And I can tell you that this truck, Brandon York acquired into his collection, and I can't remember whether it was a purchase or a contest win or something. I think it was a purchase or something, but yeah, this was detailed out by Shoppe RC, and excuse me, yeah, lots of weathered elements. There's the muffler held on by what looks like a scale coat hanger. Amazing, it looks great. So yeah, there's things like that, and it was done on purpose. So this is a 2-speed as well. I forgot to mention 2-speed, and I'll probably change that out as well. But yeah, 2-speed transmission on this TF2. However, the main reason it was detailed in the way it was because of this body. Ah, this is a Toyota Hilux, but it has been scale detailed in full by Shoppe RC, the same person. So this body and this chassis, as you can see, the weathering is supposed to go hand in hand. And even the interior in this looks way more scale. And there's lots more detailing with the weathering on the seats, chain link steering wheel. Okay, lots of that, and then the square headlights up front. And yeah, just lots of weathering, and the fender fell off here, but we have another one for that somewhere. But yeah, and even like the underpinning of the bed and stuff is a little bit rusty and this and that to make it look very nice, and there's lights throughout. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my my little acquisition here from the WolfpackRC main garage slash sort of looking warehouse thing. There's a lot of other scale items and bits that'll probably feature later on, but there's so many I have to like make a little display or something to figure it out what I'm going to do with them. But this truck will get featured and filmed in later videos and that shows and this and that in either body, so I'll figure it out and go from there. But just want to thank Brandon York for the opportunity of moving some collector items around and stuff, and in part exchange he ended up with a really nice sweaty PC build, so he's gaming heavy now and really enjoying that, and I'm happy that that's what he was looking for, and in return I found some very nice things to add to my collection. So you'll see them more in videos and some of the other bodies on track, and definitely the other car in a classic fantastic, the drift car. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think of some of these cool, unique, and some of them discontinued vintage items. And yes, we'll be back soon with all kinds of other stuff. I will be back soon with other stuff, I should say. And track day soon, and yeah, more stuff to film and go from there, and love interacting, so see you in the comments. Goodbye.